Okay, it's your buddy Mike Messier, and people are very excited about my prediction that Asuka will be added to the women's main event of WrestleMania. I am predicting it will be a women's main event, and this is how I would book it. Now, go with me here. If we're saying that Asuka will, in fact, or I'm saying Asuka will be added, it'll be a double belt match, meaning that both the SmackDown Championship and the Women's Raw Championship will be on the line. And if a champion, meaning Asuka or Ronda, is pinned or submitted during the course of the action of this main event, this four-woman match, Becky, Charlotte, Ronda, and Asuka, then that champion leaves the match and their belt goes with whoever beat them. Now, this particular type of match has probably been done somewhere on the independent scene, but I don't think it's ever been done in WWE. Maybe TNA's done something like this, but I can't recall. Maybe WrestleMania 2000 was kind of like that. Jericho, Angle, and the wrestler we do not speak of, Chris Benoit, although I just spoke of him. But anyway, let's move forth. But that was like a two falls thing, that Benoit, Angle, Jericho match. This would be more of an elimination with the belts on the line. So you add Asuka to the mix, SmackDown Women's Champion, Becky Lynch, Ronda, and Charlotte. Now this is a main event. The way you make this match really count, starting with the introductions, I would put these four women in four different spots of the arena with lavish openings, meaning lavish entrances, not openings. Make it a big deal. Maybe Asuka has like a choir of kabuki singers or something. Becky could have like bagpipes. Charlotte could have something represent her, maybe some roses. And Ronda, maybe a team of militants. Moving forth in the match, a lot of action. Give Asuka a lot of high-impact moves on the other three to begin the match. And then, blah, 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 blah. Basically, Ronda scores the first victory in the match over Asuka. Therefore, Ronda is both the SmackDown and the Raw Women's Champion, and she gets a pin or a submission victory over Asuka. Now, essentially, Asuka is in the great Muta position of Starrcade 89, meaning she's the one that is going to look bad, because Asuka's now eliminated. Now we're down to the triangle match. The triangle match, the three-women's match, Ronda, Charlotte, Becky. Everyone wanted to see this. And everyone really wanted to see, more so than that, one-on-one Becky versus Ronda. So you'd think that the smart money would be that they're going to eliminate Charlotte and have Ronda as a double belt champion, go against Becky and probably lose. No. You switch it up a little bit. You have, get this, Charlotte gets a victory over Ronda. So Ronda's the two-belt women's champion. Charlotte gets a victory over Ronda. Now, Charlotte's your two-belt champion, and Ronda is shocked that she's actually lost for the first time. It's not a one-on-one match, but she's been beaten. She also kind of lost that to Alexa Bliss and Nia Jax, meaning that Alexa Bliss won that match, that she interfered in the women's Ladder in the Bank thing, Money in the Bank. But in this case, Ronda has been beat, and she's not been beat by Becky. She's been beat by Charlotte, which puts a lot of heat on both Charlotte and also the booking office, because people will be pissed that Becky didn't get to beat Charlotte. But what you come down to is your two women. And it's a shame that, as an aside, Sasha Banks is nowhere to be seen in this mix, but I can't fix the world's problems, okay? But you have Charlotte and Becky, two of the original four horsewomen of NXT. Charlotte's got both belts. Becky's now the last woman fighting her. And yes, Becky does win the match with the armbar submission. So Becky is your two champion, Raw and SmackDown Women's Champion. Charlotte can claim that she once held the two championships, and she's the first woman, meaning Charlotte, to ever beat Ronda. Ronda can say that she was the first woman to ever beat, to have both titles, the SmackDown and Raw title, because she was the first. She just didn't have it very long, another 10 or 15 minutes. And Asuka more or less can say that she was in the main event of WrestleMania. I just figured out a way to push this goddamn women's roster to the fucking moon. There's no Saudi Arabian government that's better than me with booking women's wrestling, and I've just solved all the world's problems, at least all the universe's problems of WWE. MikeMessier.com. Why is this brilliant mind of wrestling, mine, not being gainfully employed by this goddamn wrestling industry? Because they don't match my moral compass. That's the answer.